It looks like Master Chief is waiting for his invitation in Smash Bros. Ultimate. Yes, we break down this brand new rumor. Block content. What's happening, my Block buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. And because we now have Steve in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is a huge deal, a lot of people were waiting for that character and are very happy the way that he's, represented in the game and now in officially. But also, what's really cool about this is that we just had the Sakurai live stream presentation that explained a little bit more about the character. And of course, Sakurai there mentioned as well that the partnership with Microsoft and Mojang, but most notably Microsoft, has been really stellar, especially since working with both Banjo-Kazooie and now with Steve. Now, of course, for a lot of people, it seems very unlikely that another Microsoft partnership will happen, just as a lot of people thought, well, Banjo and Kazooie is in right now, it probably means that we will not be getting any other fighters, and of course next on the chopping block, per se, would be Steve or Master Chief from Halo. Now, a new report has come out that basically talks about Xbox themselves talking about Master Chief in Super Smash Bros. Yes, they are actually commenting on it, and it actually sounds a little bit positive and a little bit puzzling. Very interesting stuff to break down, because of course we have all this information about Smash Bros. Ultimate dropping. I mean, every single day there seems to be a little bit more news to share, and of course near the end of October, we'll be able to play as Steve and Alex from Minecraft in Smash Bros. Ultimate, so that's going to be a huge deal. But then looking forward to 4 other unannounced characters that basically could be anyone now. I mean, they dropped a huge reveal with having Steve and Alex in Smash Bros. Ultimate right now, because of course Minecraft is one of the best-selling video game franchises of all time. But other than that, also, it is another partnership with Microsoft. Of course, there are other multiple characters in there, like Sega with Bayonetta, with Sonic, and then of course also with other companies like Konami that have Snake and Simon and Richter, so that's 3 characters that is possible. And don't even, mention other characters like from Square with the Dragon Quest hero character, and of course Cloud 2. So a lot to think about. I am definitely certain that there will be more representation from the companies that are already in Smash, but we'll just have to wait and see who that is. And of course, I've been answering many of you guys' questions about Smash Ultimate and new fighters in our show Question Blocked, where I answer your questions. What do I think of your favorite game? How do you start making YouTube content? Well, whatever you can think of, send your question through to blockedcontentmail@gmail.com, and I will answer your question live on the show in our next Question Blocked episode. And me and a good friend Corey have started a brand new show here on Blocked Content. It's called Block Talk. You can watch the first episode right now. It's a lot of fun. If you haven't watched it already and you're a fan of this channel, that is definitely some prime Blocked content. Episode 2 is dropping really soon. We're working on getting another series going, so we'll hopefully have 2 series running concurrently. Alright guys, let's head into the main topic of today, and that is first talking about a Screen Rant article, and then we'll jump into a little bit of Game Rant as well, that essentially just talks about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Halo. Yes, Master Chief from Halo potentially getting included here. There is actually some talk about this. So ScreenRant.com by Victoria Kennedy officially saying Halo's Master Chief is waiting for Smash Bros. Invitation, Xbox teases. Xbox fans playfully tease fans that Halo's super soldier protagonist Master Chief is patiently waiting to be invited to the Super Smash Bros. Fight. It goes on to say that in a provocative tease, Xbox hints that Halo protagonist and brand mascot Master Chief is ready for his debut in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. He's simply waiting for his invitation to join the battle. An instantly recognizable gaming icon with the strength of a dozen ODSTs, players from across the console aisle have long called for his inclusion in Nintendo's flagship fighter. Just a couple of days ago, it was announced by Nintendo that the Xbox-owned Steve and Alex from Minecraft will join the fray that is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate this October. Despite once being fierce gaming rivals, Microsoft and Nintendo have come together more and more in recent memory with moves like this. Similar to this Minecraft crossover, Banjo and Kazooie also famously were announced last year as another DLC fighter. More recently, the games from Microsoft's Ori franchise have come to Nintendo Switch, which was previously a Microsoft platform exclusive. In this warming environment, Master Chief might be able to also make the jump across platforms from Halo to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. After a fan on Twitter declared that they wanted to see Halo's Master Chief on Nintendo's famous battlegrounds, Xbox France was quick to reply with the nonchalant but enticing tweet. He is still waiting for his invitation. ... Notably, this is not the first time that Xbox has hinted that it would be cool with Master Chief representing Xbox in Super Smash Bros. Responding to a previous tweet about who fans would want to see enter the Super Smash Bros. Franchise, the Halo Twitter team replied simply with a GIF or GIF of Master Chief from the initial Halo Infinite reveal. This actually happened, and it was a huge deal back then. It's even bigger right now. Aside from these playful tweets, though, there is truly very little that points to the Spartan warrior readying his weapons to take on Mario and his dozens of combat-prone friends. One should never say never, though, as players have been surprised by other third-party combatants in the past. Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy and Solid Snake from the Metal Gear series have both been made playable in Super Smash Bros. In the past, despite being from mature backgrounds and franchises generally unaffiliated with Nintendo. Gamers will have to wait a little longer to see who will come next to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Currently, the most popular opinion is that Crash Bandicoot will be one of the next fighters to be announced on the Fighters Pass DLC. Given that the news of Alex and Steve is still so fresh, though, it's unlikely to be another announcement happening imminently, be it Halo's Master Chief or otherwise. And yes, I would like to echo those statements. I do think that if Master Chief were to happen, if he were to be a playable fighter in this game, Smash Ultimate, well then, I think that it will be a long ways off. It might be the final reveal, or maybe, 3 characters from now. It does not make sense to have 2 Microsoft reps in a row. That would be a little bit too much. I actually think that Steve might have ruined the chances for Master Chief here, just because having 3 fighters in those fighter packs represent Microsoft, well, maybe they just got a really sweet deal, and they really wanted those 3 characters, right? A character that represents Xbox as a whole, a character that represents, the new gaming generation with Minecraft, with Steve, and of course, a character that represents the older generation that grew up with Banjo and Kazooie. Makes complete sense to me, and I think that it would be a really good business move for them to have already talked about this previously to having 1 character in Smash, right? The deal is 3 characters, and we get, this X percentage of those 3 characters, so that could be happening. But yeah, I think it's really unlikely that there is a 3rd Microsoft character, but do I want it to happen? Oh yes. I am a huge Halo fan. I think that Master Chief is a great character, but him coming to Smash Bros. Ultimate was a dream of mine for the longest time. I even made a Smash fan game with a lot of friends, way back when, 2005 or 6 or something, and we actually put Master Chief in that as well. I made the model for it and everything, and thinking about his moveset is the easiest thing in the world, with all the things like Spartan abilities and jetpacks, but also with a bubble shield, stuff from Halo 2, and all those different Covenant weapons. It's just too easy to think about how he would enter Smash, and not necessarily, in what kind of a specific way, but more or less, when is he going to be dropping, right? I think that that's going to be the biggest question here. Is he going to be saved for the next Smash game? That character seems to be a shoo-in, right? It's the character that revitalized the first-person shooter genre. It is one of the biggest mascots in video games ever, so I think that it fits, but it might not be Ultimate for the time, but I really hope that it would be, because I would freak out. So, of course, I would love to hear what you guys think of this. If you comment down below, that could actually be featured and read out loud in our next video. And today's comment question, of course, is, do you think we will actually get Master Chief? And as for a previous comment question winner, our answer comes to us from our user, Eric Tennyson, saying, well, sometimes I think it's an honor to be mentioned instead of being left out, because not everyone can make it on a roster slot. I may not agree with every decision Sakura or Nintendo makes, but I love and respect their efforts. Well, Eric, that is a really, really mature way of looking at it. I totally agree. I think that it's really awesome that people are getting, to have Mii costumes, characters are being represented as spirits or assist trophies, and it doesn't really mean that is anything less than a character. It just means you are being noticed, you deserve to be in this big video game museum, and that is an awesome thing in its own right. So I totally agree with your sentiment right there, and I think that is absolutely the right way to think about all of this good stuff. Well, thank you so much for sending in your comments, everyone. These are so much fun to read through, and of course a big shout out to our latest Patreon supporters and the super chats you guys sent during live streams. You guys make block content possible. So if you want to have yourself created in block content style, or join me for a live discussion, or even have your own ideas become animations, go to patreon.com/blockedcontent. Remember, if you're not yet a member of the Blocked Content family yet, hit subscribe now, smash that like button, and ring the bell for notifications, and all the news and fun you care about will be delivered on the daily to you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you around the corner. There's always more Blocked Content. See ya!